Nowadays, it seems like there are sounds all the time. But there is a magical power waiting to be found, the power of silence. Not only is silence the lack of noise, it's also the key to the inner world where people find peace. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not just a state of restraint. It's a way of life that helps you build willpower and inner peace. In the busyness of everyday life, we forget how important silence is when the outside world gets so loud that we can't hear our own voices. Stoic philosophy tells us that stillness gives us the strength to deal with problems and to understand ourselves and the world around us. The World Health Organization recently released the results of a 10-year study that shows how noise can hurt people's health, including making heart disease more likely. Problems with sleep: children with cognitive decline, pain, and tinnitus. These studies also open a new way to look for peace and quiet. This is not only a call to cut down on outside noise, but also a reminder to seek inner silence, where power and peace coexist. Let us look at the mysterious and powerful force of silence through the lens of Stoic philosophy. We will learn how to use this power to find serenity and improve our mental and physical health. You will find a lot of inner strength in silence if you join us on this journey toward spiritual freedom. It will give you clarity and courage in your daily life. Join us on this journey, and you will discover that within silence lies a vast world of inner strength for spiritual freedom. Number 1, fortify being strong in the dark of problems and hardships. We often look for the light of perseverance to show us the way. Stoic philosophy tells us that silence is where we can find both peace and the strength to make ourselves stronger. Nothing illustrates this better than the image of a firm of perseverance and determination amidst a dark sky, not just as a background example, but as a symbol of the problems we face living the world in the chaos known as the time of Marcus Aurelius. The emperor and philosopher faced seemingly insoluble problems. Epidemics in the empire, endless wars and betrayal of believers at such times. Anyone else might have chosen to fall into despair and fear, but not Marcus Aurelius. But in the darkness of the world he lived in, he found a ray of light in the Stoic philosophical lamp at night, and Aurelius found every moment of silence without his meditation, a time when there was only the noise of the court or the pain of the outside world. It was a time of reunion. With him and his unwavering wisdom and prudence, we strive to not only find the strength to face the storm, but also to ride it with courage and prudence. The way he survived, but especially the way he and Rose worked through each problem through the pages of his mind, was a model of resilience. He left behind not only a philosophical legacy, but also a spiritual map for all those who seek light in weakness, in the power of darkness, and, above all, patience in their problems. These moments of silence not only saved him from despair, but also helped him change the world around him with a clear vision and unwavering courage. Please remember that silence is not a defense, but an active process by which we learn to face and accept problems, not as enemies but as friends on the path of personal growth. In silence, we are tempered by patience, self-control, and wisdom, building a strong wall against life's interruptions. This is the forge where not gold or silver is made, but our spirits are, turning painful experiences into lessons on how to be strong and resilient. Those of us who seek strength through Stoic philosophy are told to not only stand strong like old oak trees in a storm, but also to see that every problem is a chance to learn and grow. It's not silence that makes you brave. It's the process of silence that makes you brave. Through the tranquil journey of fortitude, we not only learn how to overcome challenges, but also how to accept and cherish them as necessary parts of our growth and development. This is what Stoic fortitude is all about. Number 2, develop inner tranquility. The first step on our journey is to learn how to deeply cultivate inner peace. A calm body of water with small waves is not just a metaphor, but a real image of the depths of the mind in this noisy and bustling world seeking inner peace, is akin to finding a clear lake in the vast desert. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a space that allows us to deeply connect with ourselves, unveiling a rich and diverse inner world. In Stoic philosophy, inner peace is regarded as the highest goal of life, not a destination but a journey, and silence is the most important key to unlocking this door. Like Marcus Aurelius, who used silence as a means to temper the soul and develop self-control and a profound understanding of oneself and the world every day. Marcus Aurelius dedicated time to reflect in silence. While writing his thoughts, which later became known for his thought work, he likened his soul to the calm waters of water, where there is peace undisturbed by external waves, even when faced with the pressures and challenges of the supreme power. He kept his soul restless thanks to the quiet space he had. It is used with that in mind. And self-examination, we can apply this lesson to our daily lives by creating moments of silence where we can stop the rest and show that you can start by sitting quietly in the quiet area for just 5 minutes a day, turning off your phone, eliminating all electronic shutdown devices, and in these learning moments where we are just with ourselves, listening to our inner voice, true peace comes from our hearts. We know it's coming. Imagine a day when you're stressed out because of work, family, or personal issues. Instead of dealing with your stress directly by talking, working, or even looking for comfort on social media, you decide to spend 10 minutes sitting quietly in your room, turning off all of your devices and just focusing on your breath. At first, it might be hard to concentrate, but after a while, you start to feel the peace spreading through your mind, like gentle waves wiping away all your worries. The path to inner peace is a continuous one, and every moment of silence we choose is a big step forward. By connecting with silence and ourselves, we not only find peace, but we also gain a deeper understanding of life and ourselves. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this journey to inner peace through silence. What does peace mean to you in your daily life? Has spending time in silence ever made you feel better? Please leave your thoughts below the video. We believe that everyone has a story and a lesson to teach others, and that sharing those stories can help us all find peace and inner strength as the world around us seems to try to overwhelm us. We can take control of our minds, spirits, and eventually our lives by focusing on silence. When we do this, we not only learn to control our negative thoughts and feelings, but we also find clarity and insight in every choice and action we make. Number 3. Sharpen focus and clarity. Stoic thought has led to an amazing discovery on the path to finding peace and inner strength. The power of silence not only helps us confront challenges, but also serves as the key to sharpening focus and clarifying the mind. Imagine your mind not merely as a vessel of information, but as a clear pond undisturbed by daily worries, reflecting the world with pristine clarity. In the silence advocated by Stoic philosophy, those worries dissolve and mental clarity becomes not just a temporary state, but a flexible and potent force to understand this better. Let's consider the example of a writer named Brian in the quietest moments of his day, when the world around him sinks into silence. His ideas become sharp and flow freely. Every word, every story seems to find its way from his mind to the page, without the hindrance of doubt or distraction. This is when focus and clarity peak, not through forced effort, but as a result of nurtured silence within in a bustling world, where noise and chaos seem never-ending. Seeking moments of quietude may seem like an impossible task, yet this is precisely the rigorous exercise Stoic philosophy encourages us to undertake as we learn to disregard external clamor and internal turmoil. We not only discover serenity, but also find the capacity for heightened concentration and subtle insight. How can we use this in our everyday lives? Silence is not the lack of sound. It's the presence of a bright place where the mind can truly work without being interrupted. Set aside time every day for silence, even if it's just for a few minutes. During these times, Let go of your worries and thoughts about the future and just be in the present. You may find that, like the clear pond, your mind gradually becomes clearer, giving you the power to see the world with clarity and depth. This isn't just an action, it's a process of building a habit that can change our lives. Using focus and clarity also means managing your own time and space. Well, by setting clear priorities and specific goals, you can make a clear and organized work plan that will help you be more productive and succeed in all areas of your life. Finally, using focus and clarity not only helps you, but it also has a positive effect on the people around you. By living consciously and wisely, you can inspire and encourage others, which can help you achieve your own goals. Can you share a story about how you slowly got clarity and focus in silence to inspire others? Tell us what you think in the box below. Number 4, forge Stoic connections. During times of silence in the rhythm of life, we feel like we're exploring a different world, a place where there is deep silence. This is true to the name of the old Greek philosophy, Stoicism, which says that silence is a key part of living a moral life and making lasting connections. We not only open the doors to intelligence, but we also weave the strong threads of morality and freedom together. One of the most powerful ways that silence shows up is by creating a deep inner space where we can find knowledge and courage. Whether we're an artist looking for peace to be creative or a philosopher exploring autonomy, we can easily see that in silence, our consciousness grows and our potential grows. Let's look at Alex's story. Who is having problems at work? Alex often feels stressed because of short deadlines and constant requests from his boss. To deal with this, Alex uses the ideas of Stoics to his daily life every morning before going to work. Alex thinks about and meditates for a few minutes. In this moment of silence, he not only takes a moment to breathe and listen, but he also pays attention to his feelings and thoughts. By doing this, Alex creates a space inside himself where he can clearly see his mood and change his mind before getting back to his busy work life. At work, things get tense and the pressure builds. Alex doesn't act on his bad feelings right away. Instead, he looks at the situation and takes it with wisdom and kindness. The silence in Alex's mind gives him a chance to think about how to react more clearly and on his own, instead of being swept away by his feelings. Alex stays cool and faces problems with confidence and patience. In the end, Alex improved his self-control and made his workplace more positive and productive by incorporating silence and Stoic philosophy into his daily life. By doing this, Alex not only became a living example of the power of silence in everyday life, but also a source of inspiration and motivation for others in the Stoic community. Silence is also the basis for making connections within the Stoic community. As a group of people with similar life goals and philosophical views, they can use silence to talk to each other and share their deeply personal experiences. Through silence, they not only learn from each other, but also find support and empathy, building a strong network of friends with similar views. Making strong connections isn't just about getting to know your neighborhood and the world around you. Silence is not only a way to find inner peace, but it is also a way to understand ethics and has a deep link to Stoic philosophy. This makes us stronger in our daily lives and helps us connect with others in deeper ways. Silence isn't just a chance to rest, it's also a chance to connect with yourself and the world, reflect, and learn more about yourself. Focusing on reflection is not only part of the personal journey, it's also an important tool to help us understand ourselves and how we interact with others. Let's look at how silence can improve concentration and clarity in reflection, leading to deeper understanding and insight. Number 5, amplify mindful reflection. When you're looking for meaning and purpose in your life, silence isn't just a place to be. It's a place where deep reflection and mindful awareness can grow. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic thinkers, said, "Become an impregnable fortress within yourself." This quote still speaks to us today because it reminds us of how important silence is for connecting with ourselves. But how do we really tap into this mysterious source of strength? Meditation and deep reflection are not only ways to clear the mind, but also ways to fill it with deep understanding and wisdom. When we are still and focus on our breath, we make room for our minds to notice not only our thoughts and feelings, but also the beauty of the world around us. Have you ever thought about why your best ideas tend to come to you when you're not thinking about them? Moments of silence, when devoted to contemplating questions like, who am I and what am I seeking in this life, can open the door to self-awareness and a deep understanding of oneself and the world. This not only helps us become more mindful in each moment, but also serves as a way to find direction and purpose in life. Imagine a tranquil morning as dawn breaks, and the world is still steeped in slumber. You decide to dedicate this time to yourself, finding a quiet outdoor door space where only the gentle rustle of leaves and distant bird songs accompany you. You sit down close, your eyes, and begin to focus on your breath, letting thoughts of work, worries, or daily tasks dissolve one by one as you immerse yourself in this silence. A sudden idea emerges in your mind. It's the solution to a complex issue at work that you've been grappling with for weeks. You realize that in that moment of silence, when your mind is no longer crowded with a barrage of thoughts and worries, you've created space for the mind to freely engage in creative problem solving and find a solution. This clarity is like a painting made from peace. It not only helps you solve a problem, but it also gives you a boost of energy and confidence. It makes you wonder how many other creative solutions you could find if you just spent a little more time each day in silence. In today's world, we are constantly connected and reacting, but this story reminds us of how important it is to take a break and create a space of silence to connect with ourselves more deeply and find our creative potential. It's a useful lesson. Stoicism offers in silence we find not only peace, but also inspiration and solutions for everyday life. This practice, though simple, requires patience and long-term commitment. Techniques like meditation, self-reflection, or even silent walking can help us achieve this state. But most importantly, it's about continuing to inquire, to seek, and never ceasing to explore oneself. So are you ready to embrace silence and explore what it may veil for you as you find peace in silence? You'll begin to understand its true value in constructing a meaningful and purposeful life. This isn't a journey you walk alone, but one where every step, every breath, every thought brings you closer to yourself and a deeper understanding of the world. If you feel the power of silence and deep contemplation has touched your heart and soul, don't hesitate to leave a like and share this video with your loved ones. Together, we can create a space of tranquility in the hustle and bustle of life and enjoy the clarity and creativity that silence brings. Number 6, enhance self-control. If you want to find out more about yourself and reach your full potential, have you ever sat in silence and let your mind wander through your feelings and thoughts without being interrupted by the outside world? Silence is not only a place of peace, but also a powerful tool for developing self-control and willpower. Stoic philosophy, which stresses controlling what you can control and accepting what you can't, helps us understand this power better. But how can we access and use this silence to improve our self-control in the midst of life's storms? One way is to meditate every day, which Stoics do not only as a way to contemplate, but also as a way to focus and gain mental mastery. When we sit in silence, we learn to focus on what we're focusing on. This makes me wonder if you've ever stopped to just sit with your thoughts without trying to change them. Another useful tip is to keep a daily journal. It gives you a chance to think about your day, what you learned, and how you can make things better. This not only helps you be more self-controlled, but it also makes you aware of and think about your actions and choices. Big toe. Another Stoic philosopher said that we can only control how we react to events, not the events themselves. Are you ready to take charge of your reactions? Self-reflection is an important part of developing autonomy. When we think about our values, goals, and ethics, we not only get a better idea of what's important to us, but we can also make choices and actions that are in line with these principles. This makes autonomy stronger. If you know the answer, please share it in the comments or write, "I'm ready," to let us know you're ready for this journey. Number 7. Open the door to wisdom. Have you ever felt lost in the chaos of life and longed for a quiet moment? Just quiet down and listen to your inner voice. Silence is not only a way to escape the noise of the outside world, it's also the key to knowledge and clarity. We can hear our own words and the voice of the universe when we stop, take a deep breath, and really listen to the silence. It's as if the universe is whispering its deepest secrets to us. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But how can we use this powerful philosophy in our everyday lives? How can silence lead us to deep insights about ourselves and the world around us? In silence, we can retreat into our thoughts and forget about the outside world for a while. During this time, we can explore our deepest feelings and thoughts to find out what really counts and speaks to us. Not only does silence help us find out the truth about ourselves, it also leads to real knowledge and freedom. Have you ever tried to spend some time doing nothing but sitting still and listening? When you're alone, do you feel more connected to yourself and the world around you? Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus taught us that silence can give us access to endless knowledge and strength. They used silence as a way to get to the bottom of things and learn more about themselves and life. So why not start your journey today by making time for stillness? Every day, take a few minutes to sit still and really listen. This isn't just a silence exercise, it's a trip of self-discovery. It's an exploration of the true power of silence and the wonders it can bring to your life. When we emerge from silence, we bring with us not only a new understanding of Stoic philosophy, but also a new power within us. Power is not boastful or loud, but it has the power within us to change our lives. We wonder how silence helps you discover your inner power, which opens doors to wisdom and personal mastery you never knew before. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Your story can inspire thousands of people to find peace in their hearts. If you see, you will see the value in this video. Don't forget to like and share to support us. This not only helps us continue to make quality things, but also ensures that these useful lessons reach more people. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Let's continue our journey of discovering Stoic philosophy and developing inner strength through the videos below. Final view. Thank you for your time. Remember our true power with us today.